My name's BILBIJA, guitarist in DAYSEND. DAYSEND also, the other members are Simon Calabrese on vocals, Michael Kordek on the guitar. Now the three of us are original members from the start. The other two came and went over a period of time. I remained the whole time. When we started this back up again for the Severance tour, it was with those two, and then also joined by Jason Turnbull on bass and Matt Piccolotta on drums. Jason used to play in DAYSEND previously on guitar as well after Michael left the first time. And Matt used to play in a band called Switchblade, who we used to play a lot with back in the day and good friends with. So, yeah, it's been awesome, really. We've all been good mates still over the years and everything. So, yeah, it's just picking up where we left off, kind of.
Yeah, too easy, bro. Well, thanks for joining us tonight, mate. It's a pleasure to finally get a chat with you.
Yeah, thanks for having me. It's awesome.
My pleasure, man. So the big news surrounding DAYSEND, aside from the fact that you're back together, of course, is that you hit the stage as part of Necrosonic Festival on September 23rd at the Mansfield Tavern in Brisbane. Like, not many sleeps away now, bro. Are the nerves starting to kick in?
Not really. It's normally pretty good until don't get the nerves that much. Start to feel it a bit, just before you jump on stage.
Yeah.
But beforehand, don't feel the nerves too much. It's not really. We're not really. It's not really not really back together. Okay. Back together. We're kind of just doing these shows. So we're kind of just decided to do a bunch of shows playing the first album stuff, the Severance stuff. So that's what we're doing.
Oh, and you're actually one of 5 bands in the Resurrected from the Dead category alongside Massic, Bean Flipper, Brace, and Idle Ruin. So I've got to say, mate, you're looking pretty sharp for a dead man. That's not bad company to be in, but hey, there's some good names in there.
Yeah, absolutely. I'm pretty stoked to go to the festival again. I played it last year, actually, with a band called Mortality.
Okay, yeah.
Back again this year, know what to expect. It's going to be a good day. It's going to be fun. Really looking forward to Embrace.
Yeah, I interviewed them, actually. He was a really cool dude. It was good fun.
Yeah. Saw them quite a few times back in the day, and they were amazing live.
Yeah, cool. And it's also like it's a massive festival, Necrosonic. You got more than 30 bands across 3 stages. There's Portal, Bolzer, Alarum, Blindfold, and Led to the Woods, which is a great band name, and Frankenbok. But anyone you're really looking forward to sort of catching up with or playing with?
Like I mentioned, Brace. We're looking forward to Brace. The Murdering. Looking forward to see the Murdering. Frankenbok as well, like as you mentioned. We played a lot with them back in the day. And I'm sure I'm going to get to see a bunch of bands that I've never seen before. Just looking forward to the whole thing, really.
Yeah. Well, you were here last year, so you know what to expect, but brutal as fuck, wasn't it?
Yeah. It's hard to see everything as well because there's so much going on, and catching up with friends and everything, but definitely looking forward to it.
Yeah, nice. And full props to Kent too for putting it on as well. Like, how important are people like him and shows like this for the Australian music industry, you think?
Oh, hugely. They're doing it, they got the passion for it, you know what I mean? They're not doing it for the bucks. They got the passion for it and they love what they're doing. And yeah, it's great. Supporting guys like us. Yeah, it's excellent.
Yeah. What was the catalyst to you guys coming back and doing these shows? Was it him approaching you and asking you to get back together for Necrosonic, or did you already plan on doing it?
No, not necessarily. No, not really. I guess Simon and Michael have been talking about it for a little while. And yeah, had a good chat with me last year, and we just kind of said, yeah, let's have a jam, let's give it a shot, see how it feels. Are the chops still there? Can we still do it? Well, jams and it feels good. Yeah, let's do some shows.
Yeah, that's simple. And how important was it to get the 3 core members of the band back together too? Like, would you reckon it would have worked if all 3 of you hadn't come back?
No. I mean, we would have loved to have the original 5.
Yeah,
that didn't work out. They're busy busy with their own lives at the moment, pretty tied up. But as I said, the three of us core dudes, plus Jason that was in the band before, so he's just changed from guitar to bass.
All right.
Having Matt there on drums, who we've known forever and played with, gigged with when he was in Switchblade. It just kind of felt right. Everybody was kind of itching to get back and do something again. So yeah, this is it.
Nice. Now, I want to talk a bit about the early stages of DAYSEND. Like, you started around the turn of the century. So what was the musical climate like in Australia that gave birth to the band back then? And where did you fit in initially?
All right. So we all came from other bands at the time, just local bands in the Sydney scene. And we used to play, the hotels a lot, bunch of all ages shows, things like that. What was the scene like? It was pretty good in Sydney, actually. There was loads of bands, and there was gigs on pretty much every weekend. I remember going as a 16-year-old with the fake ID, trying to get into as many gigs as I could. It was pretty good. And then, we, as you do, you go through various bands, you meet other dudes, and then that's kind of how DAYSEND formed, the guys from this band and that band that had finished, starting something new. And yeah, away we went.
Yeah, cool. And you struck a chord with your blending of the melodic aggressiveness and the technical prowess on your debut, Severance. Right? At that time, that sort of music wasn't as prevalent as it is today. You would have been the minority back then. So what was it, do you think, struck a chord with people about the band and your music?
Maybe that's exactly what you just said, really. Just trying to do something a little bit different to what was pretty norm, which was the usual at the time. So just doing something a little bit different. We were just trying to do stuff that we wanted to hear, really.
Yeah.
Bringing influences from here and there, be it the more technical stuff, and then the more melodic sensibilities from other styles that we really liked as well. Just trying to bring it together. Obviously, hugely influenced by what was going on in Sweden at the time as well.
Yeah. Now, so this is the Severance tour. So does that mean you're playing the whole album back to back?
We won't be playing the whole album, but everything we'll be playing will be from the album.
Yeah, sweet. How did it feel going back and revisiting and relearning that after 20 years? Like, did it feel outdated or did it feel fresh to you?
No, it didn't feel outdated. Actually, I was surprised. I was a little bit concerned about that, as you just mentioned, that I'm like that. But no, it didn't feel like that. I was a bit nervous going back and learning stuff because I couldn't remember how to play all of it. So I had to sit down and study it all again and relearn the riffs and the solos. I transcribed a bunch of stuff, so I wouldn't forget it once I relearned it, which I should have done in the first place.
Benefit of hindsight,
eh? Yeah. But no, it feels fresh again. When we're jamming, it's exciting when we're playing. It definitely doesn't feel old and stale. I feel like it's just as strong now as it was back then.
Yeah, very cool. And have you got any other shows booked, or is Necrosonic it?
Yeah, we do have other shows booked for sure. We actually did a warm-up show last weekend down here in a tiny little bar in Sydney. We didn't do one under the name DAYSEND.
Okay.
Yeah, we were the first. We were the first on the bill. That was our first warm-up show. It was good. Juices flowing again. But no, we've got shows coming up. We've got after Brisbane, we've got Newcastle, we've got Adelaide, we've got Sydney, we've got Canberra. Yeah, and Melbourne, of course.
Yeah, cool. And I'm interested to know, what name did you use for your pseudonym?
Yeah, it was Skumring.
Schoolring.
Skumring.
No, you're gonna have to do a different one now if you ever plan on doing that again. Sorry. Now, you mentioned before that you only get together for these run of shows, but hypothetically, Is there any situation that can happen that can make you guys decide you want to start writing material again?
Maybe, but that's not the plan.
Nah.
No, that's not the plan. The plan is just to do these shows and, revisit and celebrate the album that we made around all those years ago.
Cool. Good on you, bro. Looking forward to seeing the set. I've heard good things about you guys, so I shall catch up with you at Necrosonic on the 23rd of September.